that will affect the sport. The legislation gives us the powers to deregister you.
And international sports news, fixture and results from top league them na Euro. So, for just 45 minutes every day, listen to Sport Update Extra on Radio Democracy 98.1 FM from 10 o'clock morning to 10:45 as Yusuf will get a chance for add your voice to the program. Brace up yourself and ready for another sports program. That na Sport Update Extra, where it come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM from Monday to Friday, as you will get detailed discussion and analysis on team them like football,
little chance for a marker now. Cyrillian with a magnificent equalizer.
Cricket, with other sporting discipline them, plus policy statements them.
Having overt conflict that will affect the sport, the legislation gives us the powers to deregister you.
And international sports news, fixture and results from top league them na Euro. So, for just 45 minutes every day, listen to Sport Update Extra on Radio Democracy 98.1 FM from 10 o'clock morning to 10:45 as Yusuf will get a chance for add your voice to the program.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of the program Sports Update Extra, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We will bring come to this edition from Bumio name na Jaffa Mant Davis. And today inside this edition of the program we're going to update but what's going to happen inside the Europe Premier League as match week 12 still they carry on. Yesterday we still saw Bulham Stars be locked on with Diamond Stars, plus also they take and a surgery look inside activities that will happen inside the Salon Football Association in a quest for promote and develop football across the country. But also, and same way so we give now updates on the international scene with regards different disciplines them. So use it for the listening or the watch from wherever they get it from. Remember say cable for use the number 077 981 981, the number again 077 981 981, or you can join the conversation on social media through the Facebook and YouTube platform and use the comment section for the voice to the different things that we look at inside this edition of the program. For today's edition of the program, we get Darlington Solar Sogbo. We there today for April for look and take a deep dive into activities of the Salon Football Association and waiting at the impact of the activities and the inside the country in football development. Good morning, Darlington, and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Jaffa, and good morning to listeners and viewers. Thanks for having me.
Plenty thank you for joining today inside this edition of the program. We will come into issues which surprise you when it comes to football, but then it's been a little over 5 months now, going to 6. What do you make up of activities of the new executive in the Salon Football Association?
Well, basically, as you say in the preamble, you say it's 5 months, and we see many of us within the media landscape and the people in the country being say, since the new administration take office, the president never addressed the nation in terms of football. He never talked to the people, you understand? So then convey a press conference. But we see, since it take office, we don't see some development in on the happen, you understand? If you go down at the academy, you understand, you go look for the around. The decency, the gutter bridge that they don't make. We see sponsorship come inside. Within these 5 months, we don't see the academy don't be transformed. We don't see Usum don't be transformed. They're about for transform because the money has been paid, you understand, for make the perimeter fence and then for make the washroom, the changing room, and so that they forget water, running water will cost $95,000. We see 70% of the money has been paid. And we also see the female football force in the history forget a sponsorship. You understand? We see FIFA don't lift the financial restriction.
So all of this
now within 5 months.
people for be hopeful?
Well, if an executive, together with the president, they able to achieve this within 5 months, just imagine what the good things that we then did the remaining of the 3 years, 7 months we don't left. And in making categorically now McKinney say 2027 going forward. Now for Seattle best, we get more playing fields then. For Seattle best, we able for develop the one that we will get for be for be of a standard, you understand? So 2027, now they are laying the basis. Going to 2027, we'll get for say a massive transformation, which means say the regions, maybe for Kenema, for example, go get 2 field, or the one way they go be upgraded. We will see Bona the only side we get 3 field, you understand? They get Coronation and get the main field and get South Arena. We will see them be upgraded. You go now the north, you go McKinney, of course, McKinney only go. And it say within by the ending of this year to early next year, McKinney, you know, see the artificial stuff done they from when Aisha Johansson, we will see him say it change and completely. So if you get a president who talk less, do more work, this is what we don't say for leaders then. Forget about social media. Social media is not a court barrier where you can go and defend yourself. Make you work show for yourself. You see, you call a press conference for the very first time. The entire country, this is the first time all me years where I don't practice, you understand, now media. This is the first press conference I go. I see it details things they want me to say. When you ask them for this, the president say no, acting secretary general, hold on. This press conference should be me. Let me answer all the question. It details activities by activities back up with evidence. Name me one press conference where you don't ever attend at this country. Who's a president or anybody, whether a minister, we go see the reason where this person left in job. These are the ABCD. You understand? Give a detailed account of why people were relieved, why people goes on suspension, why the FA get some difficulty with black holes. You understand? Give a detailed analysis of those things. Name me one press conference in this country in the whole years of practice where that should happen. That shows leadership. This tell we see we leaders them for avoid the media and work more so when they can the media when they talk, people not go before.
A lot's done be done so far, but then in all of waiting don't happen. You think say you get anything where you feel say the association for don't concentrate aside from what they don't do, we don't explain so?
Well, again, then get things that we then concentrate on. But again, when you take over office, you understand, it talks about the liability, which has been the focus. Now, what mean liabilities in accounting means say the debts with the company, we SLFA, we inherit, you understand, we say they don't fall to FIFA. Now, there are things that we they want to achieve, but in administrative procedure, you go to get short term and long term. So what then they do the long term plan, and for make sure the pitches and the playing venues them they all be safe and okay and expand more for what we get. And the short term plan now for how we go for rectify those mistakes. Now we get a Premier League board where they play. We get a referee committee as issue happens, so within 24 hours we don't see a statement. You understand? Whether if them for suspend referee, if them for suspend official, it happen. Before we they see it take something away the league one done they get. That don't cause so mishappening. So you watch a Premier League and female league where they play, no noise. When last year of fans fighting, when last year official go attack referee, official worker inside the pitch. First they say this past premiership we don't so. We they see team manager, owner of club, they go inside field they misbehave. It's not happening.
Yeah, but also in that light there again, person go say now the board get rights for sell the league, but then the SLFA really need to empower the board for make sure say the same intensity or the same vibe way community league then get the national top flight league get them. Would they see community league then they compete with fixtures of the top flight league where most of the team now the players and the Premier League they play again. How much you think say the SLFA as a body for beginning puts pressure now on WAFA for continue the structure, because you remember in few months just after the election, we see them pull a whole sort of schedule or timetable of how the football league season for go. And how much you think say now inside that structure or schedule, the community league, the time and schedule need for be pinned in so that players get time for rest and the league begin get productivity, people in the coming side for watching, they will get a perfect football season?
This is a very, very brilliant question. To be honest with you, again, the reason why we find out that there was a clash, see the election was August 2nd. COFA League and other leagues have already been done start. And it takes time for let the transition happen. You understand? Then you find out for say the league normally gets a calendar. We Premier League not get a calendar. Now we get a calendar. Now you know when the next league starts, when this done, when it starts. You understand? So because we not be get calendar of we league, means say community league can start at any time because they don't know when the Premiership go start. But now you don't get a calendar say starting first week October. You understand? You find out for say if the league done in May, community league will for organize game from June to September. You understand? And that is why you also for say WAFA, the SLFA don't instruct WAFA say okay, Division 1 and Division 2 and leagues them for the go. Now, if you get the Premier League, it go simultaneously with the only two make it difficult for go simultaneously because they play in facility. But again, if we don't get the quick calendar already don't be established for the FM for SLFA Premier League, I don't think say COFA will ever coincide like how it happens so again. But again, if we not take them mistakes there also for make corrections, we are not moving. So because of the mistake, make we don't get correction now. Already next season, we know say fixture day. So by the time we start next season, you don't know for 2028 and 2029 fixture already come out. So it's already set now. The space has been set. I will tell you for say going forward next season, we're not going to ever see ever clash again because SLFA get a total autonomous control order for organized league in this country through WAFA. So if, for example, I'm just saying COFA as a case study, it might be other leagues in the western area.
Most of the association they already organized leagues, so the name no more than get, most of them are registered.
Well, again, here comes the leadership of the WAFA. Let's be honest with you, this has nothing to do with the SLFA. SLFA is a supervising body. But again, if WAFA for be as functionable as it's supposed to be, not to SLFA for can't tell you what them for do. Because they already established now then start you say anybody who want kickball, organized football for be registered member of WAFA. So if WAFA is not doing their job, here comes the supervision of SLFA say, hey, if we all league they go on, no league not for play. That's a direct instruction from FA. If you go through the procedure, if you not go through the procedure, police then go arrest the organizers of that league and charge them to court because it didn't have both the statute. You understand? So WAFA need for provide a leadership. And when you want for provide a leadership, for the take sides. So again, if the aid SLFA don't be structured properly as they do and so, for structured and subordinated is as simple as you may.
Okay. Now continue for still tweet. Now I will turn my attention now to many of the things there. I believe it was about 2 hours, some minutes where media people and be there with the SLFA when they update the public about activities there. Of all what you listen to, what surprised you the most?
You actually generalize question one balance and one for like details. But again, there are highlights of this press conference. But again, the problem about Sierra Leone, people need to talk positive things. We only engage on negative things. Now, if a whole president of an institution, as big as SLFA, a president come out, he details certain things. We as citizens of this country begin for ask questions. Now, one of my highlights has to deal with, first, the biggest highlight, the job of this country with financial restriction was lifted. We mean say when Babadi come na power, we don't have financial restriction, financial ban to financial restriction from Aisha Yuan's in tenor. If you watch FIFA, they get a consultants wey me dey na the SLFA wey station dey wey dem dey work dey for make sure say dem details on expenses. When Babali take over, he get a meeting with FIFA, talk with FIFA. FIFA say, okay, do ABC, we go lift am. Then do ABC, they lift am. So which means say now, as we dey as a country, the SLFA get rights if FIFA for send, as dem say FIFA don already send them part of the money wey dem forget for the year. We mean say dem can expend them on their own without any FIFA restriction, without they not go send say we want build studio room. Now this because you understand they cannot detail it to FIFA before FIFA release fund. The fund has already been released, unlike before. So this tell you say this is a good news for Sierra Leone. So with this financial restriction being lifted, we get more developed things that we get for happen at the country. Again, another highlight get for deal with Boku holding our social media. We don't talk, we talk. Debate, but people them how people them be well, people can call them witch hunts. See certain people them relieve from their job. 3 staff per se. 2 staff name was called, 1 staff name unable for no who than the staff actually. The reason why they left their job, me and you two care against Sierra Leone and care for say the last referee manager, Mara, according to the president, he said there were so many things that we need to go on in terms of referee in the past game. When things it be involved because it be involved too much into the politics, make it forget for monitor the refereeing, follow how things may they go on. He said games and the way I like to ABC, those games they were decision we didn't take away wrong.
Okay.
So now on that basis make Mara left in job. And Inspector Bar, we now the technical director for the Sierra Leone Football Association, according to CAF, you understand, CAF will govern African football. Say before you become a technical director, you forget coach A license. We mean say you for also qualify for coach. Mr. Bar not get coach A license, he not get coaching license. You understand? So means say he not qualify for attain that position. He was appointed.
That was a legal proof of why they leave them people in there.
Yes.
Okay.
It justify into details.
So I want to zoom in onto the referee. The last time I'll be able to get a chat with referee Mara, he also talk about the challenges of referee, mentioning of how much they be need of close to about $10,000 to $15,000 for able to get the right type of equipment we can able to enhance the work. Things that like simple communication equipment we referee can get now years, and they talk to themselves because you know the distance the center referee, the fourth official, and the lines sometimes on decision and can be very very fast and pacey. Then quick moments and then they can need anything and then you get all the things the way we mentioned. What you say then we really need for buy LA day in abundance. For improve the integrity of the game. Yes, the referee then get for make on-field decisions spot on, but again, they technical thing they wouldn't get as challenges. Now one thing again where the association or the FA really need for begin for zoom into, because if you want for bring competitiveness with person, apart from the fact that you don't raise in salary up, and the fact that you go begin monitor how then they give them the money, because also another issue of the money where they be give them the shortfall, particularly with match officials and things like that. The equipment really need for me to able for putting the work effort to desire.
I can say this with 100% certainty. See, what you ask about Nati with the ESCO, the executive committee, together with the president, don't sit down. They don't detail them because when they appoint the new referee manager, that was in first discussion he gets with the president. How then go able for improve the refereeing in terms of the referee get things the way they need. the ESCO together with the president take am very serious, then detail am. I will tell you for see, then they work on them. It might not happen this season, you understand? For me then start for use this communication. But next season we go see a better improvement in terms of the refereeing. So once after the appointment of the referee manager and the president and the executive committee then think there need to be an improvement in terms of the refereeing them. So what then do they increase the money they will then get, you understand, per match. Match bonus was increased immediately. That don't mean see waiting the referee then they get now they able for go. The reason we make that happen before now we they see referee them where they want go officiate match them now the provinces. If Bo Rangers if they take referee na Kenema and they can't Bo where Bo Rangers the canton then get a lift and can. So they way then go through and there is tendency see something might happen along the line. So now make now we can say una get a sufficient payout, una take transport una go on una own, you understand? In a lodge, na hotel, then una make una decision. And you also make and see as game done before una left the field, una for make sure say una report be presented. You understand? Unlike we don't see situation the referee for let referee reports come when they take 3 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month. You understand? So that all don't be details. But by next season, I'm telling you, the referees that will go see in a salon, you yourself go like for go, you understand, for the go watch game, because you go see them very neat, then get all what it takes. If you go down the office, you go see them with them gadget, and the office is well put together. So the executive committee with the president, they don't talk on that. What then they try for do now? From me rumor what they get, what then they try for do now for let able forget. A better supplier, you understand, try to get a contractor we then able for work with for make sure say these things then come and make sure say the referee then train the out for user and then start for user, and by the grace of God next season we go see that train referee now for, because you can get the equipment you know now for user because these are first time, you understand, and you not go do them during the season because of the season. So I believe for say after the season, so before next season, go don't be trained, don't practice how for use them. Then 2026 season, 2027 we go see improvement in the refereeing communication.
We will come into issues of players' welfare, regional support, and also Mohamed Kaloni contract. But again, one key thing is it is almost 6 months, and even before the election, one personnel at the SLFA, Salon Football Association, for many years, when we don't understand, say, it in an acting general secretary position, it don't take a long while. And I believe, say, under this new administration, this also for them be an issue where the FA for able for tell we about the status of Mohamed Benson Bao in current position. You can be acting general secretary for the longest of time. If you don't do for over 5-6 months, or over 5 months or 2 years in the previous administration, and inside the new administration, you still do with the same position, I believe say regularizing in status or put outside support for the and able for sort out the issue, because if they act as acting general secretary, it means say sometimes the salary way they get they come up from SLFA, and the one way at the secretary where FIFA know go they collect your money and they do nothing. Also when it comes to accountability, now one thing and the way this FA need for begin for look inside.
That is good. Every institution gets in working policy, you understand? And probably I don't know details into Benson in with I just know says acting, because they get a substantive secretary general, which is Chris. Chris is on suspension. So if Chris is on suspension, is the secretary general, Benson need to act. Unless Chris,
but you're not going to act for long.
Well,
all of the time.
Well, because there is a secretary general of the Sierra Leone Football Association. When this current administration meets, when a Chris Kamara on suspension then Bensi get for act. As long as Chris is the Secretary General is on suspension, then Bensi go continue for act. Now, the twist here is if this current administration look into the reasons of Chris being suspended and then count a resolution on that, then another thing can happen. But as it stands, for example, SLFA working policy, like how 98 when I go on a working policy. But according to Labour, then tell you say, if I dey resign, I forgive 1 month notice. If you relieve me from my work, you forgive me 1 month pay salary. You understand? That is a policy, national policy, according to Labour. But SLFA you different. SLFA you say, if I relieve you from your work, I for pay you 3 months salary. So again,
and money no be dey safe.
Yes, they make the working policy for satisfy themselves, not for follow waiting the labor law say. So you get it. So again, I make it say Benson been acting for over maybe for 8 to 1 year. You understand? So office go tell you say you know for act past 3 months. You understand? I don't know waiting the labor law say on that how long are possible for act. You understand? Then I go find time for either. But if the SLFA statute tell you see the working statute tell you say for act for 1-2 years, who then are you for change away it then at the book? So that was why when SLFA relieve them staff them, they normally get money. The president get for go now then in personal kofa and the money they with them don't get that, with them don't big for pay them in 3 months. But me and you know say it is against the policy of the country. But that is an internal policy. I get for go by ram. So as far as me concerned, I don't know waiting at the SLFA because I'm never privileged for Siam. Waiting at the working policy, waiting at the welfare of staff, how staff been treated, I don't see it. But now on that basis, it might get then at the policy say for act for 1 year, 2 years, you forgo suspension for 2 years, 3 years. You understand? Every office gets you. So I don't want to details on that issue because I not preview for see waiting at the working statute.
Quickly, we can go for break, but I want to look at the issue on regional support. We from the press briefing. Before this term, the support was $15,000, but now they don't triple to $50,000. But the question is, there's an underlying factor of whether this money go do for the region, they will for take care of all the activity, and also if SLFA get the right capacity for the monitor how they use the money there. So because since some region in the far. You can say, well, until now we region, we can able for do how one for do and we say right way for right and go give them. Now the question is because if they put money for football, now for football if for go for.
Yeah, okay.
And then thing and day, how they go for monitor and how much their money then they go do, even though not an improvement, but how much their money then they go do.
Well, last start with how the money them go do. No money no they is sufficient for anybody. If they give them $1 million, say they will still complain. If they give Salon $30 billion, will still complain. That's the more you get money, the more you see more things them for settle, the more you want for expand. So again, if you listen to the press conference, Babadi is not a certified accountant, meaning we will say certified accountant in accounting if you mean say get ACCA, but you get masters in accounting. It's a first degree holder in accounting, again masters in accounting, and all in life you don't work as an accountant. It tell you for say SLFA no may ever get a benefits pay plan. When you come as an accountant, it's either you for generator. If you're not accounting, don't work now then feel you for do you understand? So now it say if anybody want for resign SLFA, you know exactly what in benefit for happen. For example, my institution with me the work. If I go I take my laptop now, I type the way they employ me, put the date where they employ me, put my current salary, if I left ASAF now, a child no need for tell me wetin na me benefit. The system dey generate am for me. So now the same thing they implement now SLFA. Now for monitor is very simple. I said it before this election. You could monitor the referees. You could able for monitor the Division 1, Division 2 league. Get a centralized system. We will call, if you go to a bank, like the software we then use now called system software we then use. You understand? So once you input, for example, in a bank, if you don't input, you go at debit you. You go withdraw money. You understand? They don't debit you. All other branches this year. So if I go I say Jaffa type in email, this say can withdraw 1,000. That is centralized system with the SLFA cable for acquire.
Okay, but also again, you know, how you can call them black man or some people get with your way out there. Sometimes you go say because now I don't call them na football money and football game money. You go say desktop machine wave sometimes for go buy 1,000, he puts 10,000 there. All of them processes and procedures and they now one because Babadi coming into the game, there are a lot of integrity and accountability issues into football.
Yes.
So the aspect of monitoring, get for be rigid and it takes a whole sort of committee for make sure say then they monitor because Babadi aside from football, again your personal life for live, it gets other things them, it get for be flexible. So he alone not able to do all of them things in there.
We don't need flexibility for law transform. We don't stay too long on this thing. Flexibility. You understand? We don't if we continue we're going to see the same problem. Now, if you slap me, I need for take action instant. I don't need for say wait. If you slap me, I feel the slap, I slap you. Then may to go police. So that's how it's supposed to happen. Now, what's happen? Because you see the committee, the finance committee, na in the chair. You know why? Because he knows about finance. How you think say then just suspend that staff? Because this guy, besides being a finance somebody, you understand? This guy also don't get into suppliers something. It tell me for see, and we all know that this country see now immediate couch electronics where they supply the Lebanese shop them. So if one AC this 9,000 AC sharp will cost 6,000. The 12,000 they cost 8,000. A staff go say it cost 22,000. We normal. This now the 12 me don't happen around with football. But if you not get knowledge on this cost price value, then SLFE simply for don't give the 22,000. Then TV cost 8,000. Somebody go make another money up to 12 million out of it, 12 million olions. So because in no price value and he gets access to 90% of the Lebanese them within the supply, what you do, a call. In fact, also it take notice, he say the name.
Okay.
So that's a problem as well.
So then we will get the capacity for do the monitoring, right?
Well, then go try.
Okay.
But we attitude back as Sierra Leonean and leaders and for those regions, therefore be step up. You understand? Say this money meant for the development, $50,000 is small. But again, if for Kono, you understand when they are the east, if they send $50,000 then Shiba, Kono then get so many mining companies then. They need for market for let those sponsor. That's how they go able for the running of football. Both self for do the same thing. All region for do the same thing. I can't one mining companies there if they did the help for owner sponsor the owner teams there.
Continue for still to inside the program. In name Dalton Sola Sogbe in a colleague media personality, and here today for people for look inside things that happen inside football business for promote development and the progress of football at the country. The time from the studio clock 10:35. We pause for a short break. Take this break, and when we come back, we continue the program. But don't forget to say the number 077-981-981 line will be open after the break. We'll take the break.
Brace up yourself and ready for another sports program. That na Sports Update Extra, where they come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM from Monday to Friday, as you will get detailed discussion and analysis on team them like football,
Little chance for a marker now. Cyrilian with a magnificent equaliser.
cricket, with other sporting discipline them plus policy statements them.
Having overt conflict that will affect the sport, the legislation gives us the powers to deregister you.
And international sports news, fixture, and results from top league them na Euro. So, for just 45 minutes every day, listen to Sport Update Extra on Radio Democracy 98.1 FM from 10 o'clock morning to 10:45 as Yusuf will get the chance for add your voice to the program.
The program Sports Update Extra, they continue 077-981-981 at the number you go use, 077-981-981 at the number you go use, and for be part of the program. And also you can use the comment section of Facebook and YouTube page for add the voice, comment and ask questions. But the different thing that we look at inside this edition of the program, inside the program as we they wait on calls them, we they come to the other side of the program. We get for do with the international side of sports, and for that I think Alfred Jana already on the other side. Alfred, good morning and welcome to the program Sport Update Extra.
Good morning, Jaffa. Good morning, listeners and viewers. And we go straight into the international updates, and I will start with the basketball. Luka Doncic scored 46 points for Inspire Laka's past Bulls. Inside tennis, dominant Ayana Sabalenka is past Iva Josvic for make Australian Open semi-final. Ben Shelton battle past Kaspar Ruud for set-up quarter-final with Jannik Sinner. And now inside football, Doro don undergo medical na Paris Saint-Germain. John don complete in medical and sign contract na Zenit St. Petersburg. Chelsea don complete for sign 17-year-old fullback Yissa Aloya from Sheffield Wednesday contract until 2028. Leon Jakovic don sign as new Inter player from Dynamo Zagreb, 2.5 million euro plus 2 million euro add-ons and sell on clause. Eintracht Frankfurt don agree deal for sign 17-year-old left back Pedro Guimaraes from Orange County. This is now all of the international update, Jaffa.
Okay, plenty thank you for the update. The 077-981-981 are the number you go use. 077-981-981 are the number you go use for be part of this edition, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. I come to you again, Dalentin Sola Sube, and but before we start for beginning for look at calls them. We don't look at the aspect of integrity issues and things like that. But then, before we can look at Mohamed Kaloni in contract issues, that if you forget time on that, you think say 4 years enough for look at issues of integrity, accountability, and promote sport development, set the right structures, and send back the kind of belief where football can bring any nation, say, we country can achieve.
4 years small, to be honest with you. In fact, 50 years small.
For one reason.
Because, for example, even the Morocco, the Spain, the England, you understand, they are still on process on developing. So development is a continuity. All what you need, lay the basic, the foundations. You understand? So when you get a working document where any other person come, if you want for develop, you put them. Say this what you go, you follow. So waiting the SLFA for develop, all what they are doing is good, but before the within the 4 years, then for develop a working document for SLFA. We mean say if I come inside as a president, now XYZ are supposed for do. You understand? So, but in terms of integrity, we need for start somewhere, and this is where we are starting. So, if you start within your internal staff, them, then you can able for expand into the regions.
But what you say in target and for CC, anytime we left Leon Stars forget consistent qualification to international competition. All of the structures will work towards that goal within 4 years.
So again, there is possibility. You understand? And it can happen. And it happen. Now let me tell you, it was the first time, you understand, Leon Star get a chartered flight, go to them, take there after the game, Cowden and Liberia. When last that happened, me don't born, me don't born, we never again. You understand? That tells you for see, when the players are in the right frame of mind, give them everything what they want, what them for do? Now development. They always say one are winning. So again, what he do? Now it don't reassure the entire Sierra Leone say, if player get injury, whether now for national team or not for national team, then get a referral center, winner 34, and then get a doctor we did the winner for that no more day. For say if player get injury, like for example, then can get broke foot, you get concussion or whatsoever, direct with them take you 34. And there is doctor, certified doctor they for annual leave. You know me day before. That was why we get Bure incident happen. That's why we don't get other players the incident happen. Because before the clubs they come in, you understand, as a body waiting for football, it's a let we take responsibility for save the life. So the essence was, let's make sure that this player is a feature. Let it be safe and okay. Then a safe place. So now, I'm not afraid to say I forgot play for Leon Star. Because I know say if I get injury while playing for Leon Star or while playing for Blackwell or Bow Rangers or Eastern Lions, if before the club they come, they don't care me going at 34, they treat me. So again, that's a one confidence we forgive the players and the people of this country say there is an headway. They are safe. They are okay now.
Okay, for the player develop, the technical team get big goal for play. Now with the Salon Football Association, they talk about contract for Mohamed Kalon. How surprising is this?
No, we get for be honest with you, we safe. Yeah, the past regime, and together with the NSA, there was a contract. We Sapphire, then a Sapphire Index. I don't know what he keep on for, whether I keep on for what should I say, for keeper as souvenir. You understand? Plaque. Yes, or plaque. So it keep Mohamed Kalon in contract now in office. Again, we know about that. Kalon never signed contract. That is why Kalon has been negligent into responding to the people of this country in terms of attitude.
For the sake of the listeners, then people see Kalon old a Jazzy 2027. And then be the thinking that's not be the contract. Draw the line and explain this better.
You see, exposure in life doesn't mean because you travel go out. Understanding doesn't mean because you live now with man country. There are basic or fundamental principles where some person forget in life. And once you meet, if you no matter your education, if you not get the basic of common sense, it doesn't work. For me, I was disappointed. I criticized and go continue for criticize Kalon in action. Kalon should have known better because you don't do at the highest level in this world. That was a wrong move. That was a wrong step. Now that you cannot be patriotic more than your ability. You cannot be patriotic more than the policy. Why will they announce President Bio President not direct Gona status? Then go swearing in force. Whose partner the world? Whose part? Name me one partner the world where they don't sign, where player just don't can play, you not sign contract. Name me one. You ever see? It may happen. These are basic fundamental policy in sport, in football governance. Say before Ola Jazzy so open one so. I for don't put pen to paper, I don't sign. So now Kalon has been coaching without salary. Now Kalon has been disrespectful to the people of this country because he not signed contract. And why do I say disrespectful? No part not in the world when a national team they depart from a country or they go play a national match, they not get a press conference. Name me one country we need one. They always get press conference before. Kalon not ever call a press conference. The Kalon together with the SLFA not ever call press conference. Sure. Let's say it is the responsibility of the SLFA for call a press conference. Kalon is seated there. You understand? But as professional as you don't deny the world. You understand? Kalon is part of Monaco press conference, Inter Milan. You understand? And instead of when they ask captain of this team also, they don't the press conference, they don't the caller. You now a coach. You understand? You are a certified coach, get your paper. Tell them, say, we need for update the people of this country. But no, all a bagger around because you don't get contract, which probably is correct in another way. So now I made this SLFA say, no, it doesn't work that way. So Babadi from Weka, they don't get series of meeting with Kalon. They don't need an agreement. So SLFA, the role of the SLFA, now therefore put a contract for the coach, take on to NSA through the Ministry of Sports, then they take on to finance. Again, that is why the SLFA say, man, it is very, very clear, let people understand. That is why the SLFA say they need a total control of football. We mean say when government give money to NSA for sending at their account, then at the ending of the day they report to NSA because they want to get control, they want to let Kalon feel respected.
Would you reality they go so I think say that one day achievable.
SLFA don't get total control of the
no, the process of when NSA go come money can get SLFA.
Yes, they don't get to. I can confirm to you now, so and confirm to the people of the country. Say SLFA is getting total control. Nothing is going to stop that. They will control football in this country also. Okay. No more NSA dispense money on behalf of SLFA. It's not going to work. Parliament, SFO, we're going to have Parliament question that it's not going to work.
Okay, plenty. Thank you, Johnny, today inside this edition. Darlington Zola, I don't be very, very interesting with you now in the studio. But then we'll round up now. But for the sake of the listeners, one message will just come inside. Say good morning, Sports Update Extra. For the issue of Chris Kamara, the substantive Secretary General, they have formed another tribunal to investigate the past activity of the substantive Secretary General, and it was recommended that Chris Kamara should be reinstated and money owed to him should be given to him. The tribunal report also recommended that Chris Kamara should start to work as SLFA Secretary General of the Salon Football Association. President Daddy Brahma saw this recommendation as disturbing. There lied the problem. From Aruna Kamara na Wellington. Well, that's Aruna in own submission.
I cannot
comment. Yeah, but plenty thank you to you, and also plenty thank you to the listeners and viewers. We're not able to call today because of time, and also we say plenty thank you to producer Musa Kamara. Me will bring Canton on this edition from Bull. And I'm Jaffa Mans Davis, and I've been on the work closely with Lucinda Williamson and DJ Lulu and Fatmata Samoa. Make we see we live on Facebook, and so till next edition. Goodbye.